Welcome back to our video series on writing fatigue. In this video, we're going to be talking about hand strengthening activities. So some children have challenges with writing fatigue because the tiny hand muscles that they use for writing are actually not as strong. So another way that you can help your child reduce writing fatigue is to work with them on hand strengthening activities. Now you can definitely get creative with the types of activities you choose to try, but we'll provide a few examples now to help out.
There are a ton of things your child can do with PlayDoh or TheraPutty to work on hand strength. First, you can have the child squeeze the putty in their palm using their full hand. Then, you can have the child roll the putty into a long, thick snake and pinch the snake with their thumb and index finger to make scales. You can then repeat this, having the child pinch the snake with their thumb and each of the rest of their fingers. Next, you can have the child break off a small piece of the putty or Play-Doh and roll it into a small pea-sized ball using their thumb and index finger. You can then have them squeeze it flat between the two fingers and then repeat this exercising using the thumb and each of the rest of their fingers. You can also turn this into a game and hide objects inside a ball of Play-Doh for the student to find and retrieve. Have the student get creative and use their hands to make shapes and designs using the Play-Doh. You can also let your child use scissors, a pizza cutter, or even a plastic knife and fork to cut through the Play-Doh. Another great hand strengthening activity is to have your child use tweezers or clothespins to pick up small objects like pom-poms, beads, or mini erasers and place them into a container. You can turn this into any game too. This kind of exercise helps to strengthen the muscles that are used for grasping their pencil. Any toys that allow your child to use their hands in different ways, such as pushing, pulling, grasping, rolling, isolating their fingers, squeezing, and so on, will be helpful for working on their hand strength. Tea towels, hand towels, and blankets are also great tools for hand strengthening. You can have your child use one hand at a time, do little exercises like squeezing or rolling the tea towel, and this will help build up strength in their hand muscles. Your child may already be working on hand strengthening without even knowing it because many of the things they do in their day-to-day lives actually help build their hand strength. Any board games that allow the child to be using their hands will also help with hand strength and coordination. So games like Operation that allow the child to use tweezers or games that involve card shuffling or rolling dice can also be helpful. Another way to help your child work on hand strengthening is just to ask them to help you in the kitchen when you're preparing a meal. Activities like chopping, mixing, stirring, kneading, all of these things are actually getting your child to use their hands and will help build up their hand strength. Also, having your child help you with small cleaning tasks around the house can help with hand strengthening because things like wiping surfaces, wringing out wet cloths, towels, and sponges are a great way to work on hand strength. So as you can probably tell, your child can work on hand strength just by doing the activities that they enjoy in their day-to-day life. The important thing is to find something that your child enjoys and to get them using their hands as much as possible because this is the best way to build up the endurance they need in their hands to avoid writing fatigue.
So there are other strategies that you can use to help reduce your child's writing fatigue. This may include taking short breaks throughout a longer task, as well as gradually increasing the duration of the task to help increase your child's writing endurance. If you'd like to look at more information about this topic, please refer to the attention video within this video series. If you notice that your child is experiencing persistent difficulties with writing fatigue, you may benefit from further assistance from an occupational therapist. Please always remember that you can self-refer to an occupational therapist at any time for further assistance and strategies.